evening everyone and welcome to Abr Europe round 4 of the Italian Grand Prix. We're just getting ready. We'll take a quick look at the Drivers' Championship before we get started. So as it stands at the minute, we've got ABR Nick in the Mercedes on 51 points, ABR Chris not far behind in the Racing Point on 39, Fel Cesar on 36. Okay, so starting in P1 we have ABR Nick. In P2 we have Chrisman in the Mercedes. In P3 on the second row of the grid we have T-Pie. Rounding out the second row of the grid we have his teammate Little Area 51. And P5 we have AMG Surprise along with his teammate DRC Lurbeist. In P7 we have Picante Warrior alongside Visa Nero in the Ferrari, and P9 we have Sander alongside Amina Dial in the Alfa Romeo. P11 we have PFL Cesar alongside Sealed Trout in the other Ferrari. In P13 we have Seth Willows alongside PFL Hasu in the other AlphaTauri. In P15 we have ABR Chris in the Racing Point alongside PG Star in the Red Bull. P17 we have Doug in the other Alfa Romeo alongside Stabby Boy in the other Red Bull, rounding out the full grid. We got the predicted pit stop strategy there, so I just went off as I was chatting. Just remember, I think it was just the one driver that was on in medium, so it's in the top 10. So let's just have a look what we've got people starting. So we've just got the 3 drivers who are starting on the mediums. We've got the pole sitter ABR Nick along with PFL Cesar in 11th and PFL Hasu in P14, and the rest of the drivers are all starting on the softs. Just waiting for the back of the grid to line up, but they're just coming on to now. You can hear the lights. And we're away. We're all both Mercedes make a good start off the grid into 2-1. Looks like relatively clean at the back there. Just watching both Mercedes almost side by side. And T-Pie's made a move into T1 and taken P2 off Chrisman there, I think. We've got yeah, he is in P2. We've got a problem with the grid, the timing sheet again, with both showing as P1. That'll rectify itself in a minute. So we have got ABR Nick in. We've got Chrisman in P1. Sorry now. And keep on top of everything that's happened. It looks like most people have got through. It looks like there's some contact for that. Yeah, we'll stay up front for initially. Let's have a look. So stay on board with Chrisman. Through Ascari. Looks like most people are getting through Ascari there. A few people running wide. So it's Chrisman in P1. T-Pie following, getting toe behind him into the final corner, may be able to make a move on the start-finish straight if he. It's a good exit out of that final corner. Looks like he has. Going to try and get a toe. Not quite close enough without DRS yet. So let's see what's going on. Leaderboard should sort itself out in a minute. Saying sealed track is P1 at the minute, but let's ignore that for a minute. Keep staying on the back of Chrisman now. A bit loose out of the exit there. Got Hasu in the pits, made a pit stop for the hards. And the leaderboard has finally sorted itself out. So we have Chrisman, T-Pie, and then ABR Nick. Got area trying to make a move on ABR Nick. It looks like he's made that move stick. ABR Nick pulling in behind him. So a little area in the Williams moves up to P3 just behind his teammate. AMG surprise, Visa Nero side by side going into turn 1, little bit of contact. Nothing too serious there though. Let's go back to Sander and people start battling into T1. Some good battling going on there. Gap front still bouncing between 0.4, 0.5 between Chrisman and T-Pie in front. Oh, and ABR Nick's put it in the wall. Looks like he's got all the wheels intact though. He's managed, yeah, he's got going again. It looked like it was out of Ascari that he's lost it. Nero runs a little bit wide, should allow AMG surprise. Good run into that final corner, keeping an eye on Chrisman and T-Pie at the front. Again, not sure if he's going to be close enough there to go back to that battle with AMG surprise and Visa Nero. Also got PFL Cesar behind, could be a bit of a three-way battle into T1 to turn 1, side by side. PFL Cesar trying to take advantage there. All made it through. Gap at the front is still 0.4 of a second. On AMG surprise, we've gone wide there. Visa Neros, yep, some space there. PFL Cesar now, AMG surprise. Oh, and in front, little area's lost it out of the final corner. Is it the wall? Reversing on track. It's all good, it's fine. I'll just go back to the front. We've missed that. We're side by side at the front, T-Pie and Chrisman. T-Pie's made the move on Chrisman into T1. T-Pie's just pitted. We'll just check what he's going to put on. It looks like he's fitting a set of mediums on lap 10. Let's see what Chrisman is going to do there. Is he going to try and respond now? So he's on 9 lap old softs. So going back to Chrisman, who does jump into the pits to cover off the pit stop that T-Pie made. And just check where T-Pie is. He's just coming round into the final corner. Visa Nero's got 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. DRC Lowbice also got a 5-second penalty for speed in the pit lane. And Chrisman's just on his way out as T-Pie just comes past him there. The positions returned to as they were. Just going further back to side by side. Seth Willow's on Chrisman. Sorry, Seth Willow's on Amina. Yeah, on Amina DL. Yeah. T-Pie coming through the final straight, starting his final lap in this Italian Grand Prix. sure whether there's going to be any other close battles at the end of this race. Whether Lovice can really close that gap. They're on same tyres though, so possibly not. Seth Willows picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings track limits. We'll have to see what the breakdown is when those penalties get applied at the end of the race. What positions that affects. And PFL Cesar's really tried to push those softs to close that gap to Little Area in P6, but ultimately he's running out of time. We'll just go back to the leader for his completion of his final lap. Ascari for the final time. Celebrating already, weaving on that straight before the final corner. Comes round the final corner, and it will be T-Pie who takes the win at the Italian Grand Prix. Had the perfect race, played the perfect strategy, very comfortable win in the end. Chrisman and the Mercedes coming through to P2. Very happy with that P2. AMG Surprise coming through in P3, 0.9 of a second back after penalties. Visa Nero is P4, Lovice P5. Now we've got Little, and the penalties have taken effect, so Little Area's been bumped up to P4, Visa Nero P5, Lovice P6 currently. So the top three still T-Pie, Christopher and AMG Surprise. In P7 we've got PFL Cesar, P8 Seth Willows, P9 ABR Nick managing to salvage some points after the off at Ascari earlier on. And Sander rounding up the top 10 currently pending any penalties. Yep, and Sander rounds up the top 10, P10 for Sander. To round up the final position, so P1 T-Pie in the Williams, P2 Chrisman in the Mercedes, P3 AMG Surprise in the Renault, P4 Little Area in the Williams, so good result for Williams, P1 and P4. P5 Visa Nero in the Ferrari, P6 DRC Lovice in the Renault, P7 PFL Cesar in the AlphaTauri, P8 Seth Willows in the Haas, P9 ABR Nick in the other Mercedes, P10 Sander in the McLaren.